Hello. Can you guys hear me? I am so disappointed. Liverpool, Arsenal just finished, and we lost a 2-goal lead. That was such a nerve-wracking 90 minutes, and so much happened that I want to get into. Thank you for joining me. Hit the like, subscribe. Hopefully, I'll do a little call in a minute, and we can get some other people's opinions. But I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed considering City won yesterday. I believe the gap is, Alex, what's the gap between us and City now?
6 points.
6-point gap, but they've still got a game in hand. League is not over. No, not at all. Man City have still got some tough games. It was so disappointing. So obviously we started well and went 2 goals up. Sir Nick, hello. I'm hurting too. Look, if any of you want to come on in the chat, just let me know. Doug out, Mr. Doug, come on. I need to hear your take. I actually, my head's all over the place. Mr. Doug, I'll send you the link. Mr. Doug, hold up. Okay. That was. I just don't know what to say. I mean, what first comes to mind for me is it was obvious coming back from half time that we hadn't really calmed down. City was still going to whack us under a load of pressure. And I was praying that Trossard would get brought on sooner rather than later, just to try and kind of solidify things. I would have subbed him on maybe for Odegaard. But there were no changes, which was so odd until like well into the 70th minute. I don't think it's over. The league's not over. Everyone's saying it's over, Fran. There's Arsenal fans saying, I don't want to hear anyone saying a draw is a good result when you can't do that when you're 2-0 up. It's a good point. Like, yeah, that was not good enough. We were 2-0 up. We absolutely threw it away. We lost composure. What Liverpool realised was working was like playing rough and like getting in our faces, and it didn't help that the ref wasn't giving us any decisions as well. Like our players just kept getting clattered, and Klopp didn't want to let us just play our football. And it worked. Like they were on top of us after every single ball. I'm so annoyed. They were on top of us every single ball, and our players couldn't find the energy to like calm down and like just play our game. We were flustered. We were under pressure. Yeah. Arsenal Forever says, we've blown it, guys. Let me know what you thought of that performance. I might be getting Aussie Gooner and maybe Dugout Football Channel coming on to share their thoughts as well. But I wasn't even planning on coming live today. But I just wanted to like give my thoughts after that match. So yeah, also go and check out my friends, the Gooner Gathering, are still finishing up their live watch along, and that watch along was really good. So I've got some notes written down, guys. Let me know what you thought of that game. So they basically were winning all of the second. It started really well, and then that comment's made me laugh. Thoughts on the linesman elbowing Andrew Robertson right on half time. That was hilarious. I don't think us Arsenal fans can even complain about we can't even complain about what happened there, because one of their players got elbowed in the face or the throat by the linesman. They got a yellow for it. But they should have had so many more yellow cards. There were so many crunching tackles coming in, and yes, Liverpool bullied Arsenal. Paul Tierney was shocking. Paul Tierney is always shocking. Every decision was going Liverpool's way. And Sir Nicholas says, I won't stand for any of this. It's all over nonsense. I'm keeping my American optimism. Yes, that was always going to be a tough game. We really missed Saliba. Heads up, bounce back. I actually agree with that, because too often, like last season stuff, we wouldn't get draws. Either we were winning or it was getting no points. We've got a point from that. It's hugely disappointing that we lost the 2-0 lead. I can't believe that. But they did have a lot of chances. Doug, the Dugout Football Channel is here, and I need to hear what you think. So, Doug, did Arsenal just throw away that game? What just happened?
Mental game of football. I think, like, I thought Arsenal started really, really well. I thought you started really, really well. I don't know what happened. I think Xhaka kind of ignited the crowd. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, that was before half time though. I was expecting us to come out different after half time, but the energy was still the same. Like, our players were still flustered.
Yeah. But what a game of football. I certainly, obviously, you guys went 2-0 up very, very quickly. I thought this is going to get absolutely ugly. And then somebody who I've said has been very, very good this season, Granit Xhaka, just lost his head. He completely lost his head with Trent. Both of them were booked, and that kind of ignited the crowd. And then immediately after that, we go up and Salah scores to make it 2-1. And then I just thought, as sort of the game went on, I thought Arsenal would obviously go on and maybe win like 3-1 or like 4-1. But yeah, Bobby Firmino, Arsenal's what can you say? He absolutely loves playing against Arsenal, and he had to sign off with a goal. And then I think we've probably seen Aaron Ramsdale make 2 wonderful saves. The first one from Salah, which is deflected. I thought it was all going in the corner, and then the Konate one. I don't know what Konate's. I don't know what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to head it down, but obviously he chests it, and obviously Ramsdale makes the save. But yeah, obviously to a lot of people in the chat, I have been seeing as well, they think it's over. It's not over. It's not in your hands, I'll be honest, but it is still a long way to go.
It is in our hands. Even if they win their game in hand, like we're still ahead of them, type thing. So it is still in our hands, and we can still try and hold on to it. I'm not giving up at all. If anything, this is just going to galvanize this team to not let anything like that happen again for the rest of the season. Oh, I can't. If we do miss out on the league though after this, I think it's all very doom and gloom. We drew. We didn't lose. Which is big. We drew at Anfield. Amazing. At least we got a point. But if we do not win the league after this, there's going to be so much we weren't expecting to win anyway. It was never the expectation at the beginning of the season, but goalpost moves, goalposts change all the time. You have to readjust your expectations as you go. Let's go through a couple of these comments, Doug. Everyone, you must go and subscribe to the Dugout Football channel. And I've just seen your banner underneath, and you're a daddy to be. I didn't realize. Yes. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, September. September. I'm very, very excited. I can't wait.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so fantastic. You'll be a fantastic parent. I know that.
Thank you.
That's okay. So Liverpool bullied Arsenal. Paul Tierney was shocking. Yeah, what did you think about the refereeing decisions?
Yeah. I didn't think it was a penalty either. I think Jota's played for that. I don't think it was a penalty. I think you could kind of say holding was sort of clumsy, but I think Jota initiated the contact. So I don't think that was a penalty. And yeah, Mo Salah missing a penalty is an absolute rarity. I know he missed at Bournemouth, but missing a penalty at Anfield is a rarity in itself.
We still lost the lead even after Mo Salah missed a penalty, which was a gift for us. Do you know what I mean? Oh,
yeah.
I'm absolutely fuming. Give me one moment. I'm just going to send Jez the link. You can carry on. What do you think about the elbowing in the face?
The linesman.
Yeah.
I have never, ever, ever, ever seen anything like that before. I have never, ever, ever seen anything like that before. I could not believe what had happened. I don't. Obviously, when the picture sort of panned to obviously Tierney giving a yellow card, I thought, oh, no, someone's been given a second yellow or something. But then it's to Robertson, and then the pictures from Sky. it's quite conclusive. I don't know if Robertson's actually touched the referee, the linesman, but it was just very, very strange. I've never seen anything like that before.
And then for Robertson to get a yellow for being elbowed.
Yeah, make that make sense. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Right. I really can't get over our substitutions. So Arteta brought on far too late, by the way, to make changes, considering we were pinned back in our own half. He brought on Trossard, which I was calling for all game because Trossard scored a hat-trick over at Anfield for Brighton. Way too late. And I would have probably put him on from half-time, like just to calm things down, something like that. He's so good. He's so solid. And then brought on Kivior, who's played for our first team in the Prem, I think, like once. Just threw him in, like, out of the blue to try and stabilise defence. But he was making all sorts of errors. We got Tierney on, but we did not need Kivior, who's so unexperienced that, like, it just didn't set. What did you think of the Arsenal subs? Jez is livid.
I think I was surprised Kiwior came on. I didn't expect him to come on. I thought you might have brought like a Bier or someone like that. Like I was very, very shocked when I saw Kiwior come on.
It was crazy.
But Trossard should have been on a lot earlier. I think as well, you're going for the game. You're wanting to get that third and fourth goal. But yeah, I was very, very surprised that Kiwior came on because immediately when he comes on, I think he clatters Firmino. And then obviously that gives Nunez the chance. But yeah, Ramsdale definitely saved your asses today, I've got to say.
We easily could have lost that. Obviously, the missed penalty, as Sir Nick says, he made two incredible saves, which were like dead cert goals. Salah missed the penalty. It was just a complete, like, panicky, like, sort of breakdown from Arsenal, which I was saying going into this game, like, Arsenal, we won't lose our heads here because this team has shown to be so mentally strong this season. And, like, you guys really got to us. I think quite early on in the game, I was saying Klopp realised, like, we can't let them play their game. We're just going to have to, like, get in their faces, like, disrupt their flow. And that's what you guys did. And we couldn't handle it. We could barely keep one or two passes strung together when our whole thing has been, like, possession-based football this season. So how do you think you guys managed to, like, put us off so much? Like, what did you guys do well to come back? Hey, Ravi.
I thought we were very, very poor in that first half. And you look at it as well, I think Trent and Van Dijk have had some really, really bad games this season. I think as well that Alexander-Arnold and Van Dijk probably had their worst games for Liverpool today in the first half because, every time Martinelli was getting past Trent was trying to sort of, tackle your players, but every time Martinelli was getting, forward. Van Dijk, I think he's at fault for both goals, I've got to say. Misjudged the ricochet, the bounce didn't go for us for the Martinelli one, but Martinelli, fantastic finish. And then it's quite apt that Jesus scores on Easter. I thought that was quite funny. That Jesus. Oh, great header. And but I think you've kind of seen now that yes, when Trent is on it, he is on it. Bad first half, but I thought in the second half, he was kind of the more attacking influence down your sort of left hand side, and I think with Zinchenko going off, Tierney coming on, I think as well Trent did very, very well for the equaliser. Great cross to Firmino, and obviously Firmino scores the header. But yeah, I think if I'm Arteta tonight, I'll be very, very happy with a point. Disappointed to obviously lose, to lose a 2-goal lead. But what basically they were saying on on Sky is basically you take a 2-2. You go out of there, you go away with a point, and obviously you regroup for next week.
Yeah, well, that's your point of view. Very fair. You're very gracious drawer. And now, guys, we're bringing on who always has completely great takes. It's the great Jez from the Arsenal history and more. I'm looking forward to hearing what you think, Jez. I've heard you're not very happy. So, guys, welcome, Jez, and let's hear what you thought.
Well, great start. 2-0 up at Anfield. You know, you're going to take that all day. And then Arsenal capitulated. Basically, we let Xhaka started that.
Yeah.
His reaction got the Anfield crowd back up and buzzing, and you never, ever, ever do that at Anfield. All the time the Anfield crowd are quiet, that's when you're in with a shout. And he caused that. I blame him for that. Absolutely. Yeah. Second half, we were absolute crap.
Yeah.
Klopp obviously went in that changing room, got that team buzzing, and we fell apart. It was an embarrassment. Absolute embarrassment. And the fact that Zinchenko gets bloody nutmegged proves that man is not a defender.
Yeah.
We made substitutions way too late. When you're 2-1 up at Anfield, right, and they're coming on us as they were, our midfield, which was far better superiority than theirs, and you let them bully you, then you take off your worst players on the day, and we should have taken off Zinchenko. In my book, I'm sorry, he did absolutely F all today. And bring on Tierney. Tierney would have shored that defence up. He would have linked up with Martinelli far better, because Zinchenko does not do that, and Martinelli can end up being isolated. But I'm sorry, Fran. And Douglas, nice to meet you, my friend. I should have said that earlier.
Nice to meet you too.
I am absolutely effing livid. You do not go to Anfield and go 2-0 up and throw it away. And Arteta, you, mate, are back to prick settings. Because you cocked that up today. You got it all wrong. Your substitutions were wrong and they were way too late. You don't let Liverpool make 3 substitutions and you don't do anything. You should have made your first substitution at 60 minutes, hook Zinchenko, bring on Tierney. And what was the point? What was the point, Fran, of bringing him on with literally 8 minutes to play?
Absolutely insane. It was clear that Salah was having a great time, for the whole second half, because Zinni was nowhere to be found. It seemed like a desperate attempt right at the end. Oh yes, we've also got welcome. I'm sorry I didn't come on your watch long. I wasn't even going to come on the computer, but then that was just so insane that I had to do an instant match reaction. And
no worries, mate.
Welcome, Gooner Gathering. So Lee was just talking. Jez was just talking about the really late bringing on of Tierney. What did you make of the subs, Gooner Gathering?
Not great. Zinni was out of gas. Tierney comes on way too late for him to be replaced. Also, the Kiwa on for Odegaard let all the impotence come on. I understand what he was trying to do. He was trying to go 3 centre-halves. I don't think it worked very well, honestly. I didn't feel super confident with him coming on, honestly, especially after the couple of performances we've seen him play in the Europa League. And unfortunately, I feel a little bit deflated, but I'm not too bad, because at the end of the day, I'm sure after the last couple of results that we've had at Anfield, I'm sure we would have picked up a draw. If it was offered to us and it was given to us, we'll say thank you very much, we'll take that, and away we go. But
it's not the fact, a draw objectively is a good, an okay result. At least it's not a loss type thing, because in the past we either win or we just get 0 points. You know what I mean? And I was calling for a draw a lot more, like last season, for example. But it's the fact that we were 2-0 up, and the performance was so bad after like the first 20 minutes. I think is what's more disappointing was the manner in which we drew. For me, at least.
I would say a turning point in the game was the Xhaka flashpoint, which ultimately led to them getting right back into that game. And when he got involved with Trent, and then his momentum is all of a sudden the Anfield crowd are getting loud, and it's unfortunate because it's all kicked off with an unintentional elbow, which Trent sort of reacted to, and he pushed him over. Then they've got in each other's faces, and because Xhaka has that little bit of a temper, that could have gone very badly. I had Sam Wilson on the channel saying maybe it would have been good getting Jorginho on. I probably would have gone for Jorginho on ahead of Kiwior, to be honest, because at least with a bit of experience on, he knows what he's doing. I think it was a heck of a risk today. It didn't pay off.
Oh yeah, you're muted, Fran. You're muted.
Every time. Let's see what you guys in the chat are doing. Static saying facts, Jez, as always. And next game. What's that noise? Has someone got
my daughter, probably.
Okay. Big up Fran and chat as well. Big up to you guys. Thank you for joining. Remember to hit like and share this wherever you can. So I'm still coming to terms with Trent skinning Zinchenko. You guys, what do you think?
Shocking. And this guy's supposed to be a left defender. No, he is not. He's absolutely bloody pony. And if it wasn't for the fact I'm on your channel, Fran, I'd be saying it in a lot stronger terms.
Well, I appreciate that.
I am doing a match reaction at 10 p.m. and it'd be a lot bloody worse than this. I'm absolutely fuming.
Okay.
Fuming. 2-0 up and you capitulate. 2-0 up at Anfield and you throw it away in a 6-point game.
Yeah,
I am not happy with a draw. That feels like me to a loss.
Yeah.
How many times do Arsenal go to Anfield and go 2-0 up?
Never.
I can remember probably in my lifetime 4 games. 4 games. One where he won the bleeding league, right? And a cup game and a couple of league games. It's an absolute joke. It's disgraceful. And Arteta, you were a disgrace today. And I've bigged you up for a very, very, very long time. And now you've actually gone back to my original settings because you cocked that up. And Xhaka, you cocked it up. And I am so incensed by the way that team capitulated. We had them on for the taking. I'm going to say something else then, but I won't. And the fact of the matter is, they were there and we gave it away. And we could have lost that in the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah. Ramsdale made lots of really crucial saves. After our goals, did we even really have like any clear-cut shots on target chances? I don't think we did. It was maybe the odd effort that fizzled out on a break. I'm really, really disappointed. I'm probably not gonna stay on here much longer because I want to hear like what everyone else has got to say and what I think Del Boy's going live. And I think TJ's going live in a bit. I just don't really know what to make of it. But if each of you guys could, if you had to pin your finger on one reason why Arsenal threw away that lead and the result ended in a draw, like where does the blame lie? Do you think? Let's start with Doug. Go around anti-clockwise.
I think Xhaka igniting the crowd. I think if he hadn't got involved with Trent, I think you guys probably win. And as well, I think Arteta's subs cost them today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Do you think the same, Jez?
Absolutely. The first 35, 40 minutes of that game, Arsenal were all over Liverpool. No question. I was chatting to a mate of mine on chat.
Yeah.
And he was saying, we're going to get stuffed here. And then we let them in. Salah's goal.
Yeah.
Another mistake. Xhaka calls that. Got the crowd up. Got the crowd angry. Never do that at Anfield. You want that crowd to be quiet. And we threw it away. I am absolutely...
I'm really disappointed. Ravi says that's still on Klopp why we didn't win the game. Do you agree, Doug? What do you mean by that, Ravi? Subs or lineup?
I think Ravi, if you're talking about the starting 11, I certainly wouldn't have started Curtis Jones. I thought he was really, really poor. And again, the fascination with Jota, he hasn't scored, I think, in 32 games. I know he's been injured, but that's like almost a year now. He's not scored a goal. He obviously had his reasons for not starting Núñez. I think Núñez had a slight illness, I think, before the game.
Right.
So I think there was that as well. But I don't think it's on Klopp, because I think the substitutions that came on, I think Firmino coming on, I think changed the game. I thought Firmino completely changed the game when he came on for us, because we had a bit more of a sort of a steal in that sort of attack, and I think Bobby definitely makes us click. So I'm going to miss him when he leaves in the summer, because I think he's been an absolutely outstanding servant for Liverpool. But no, I think it's just a case of the two managers. Subs have one's let them down, and one has rescued the game for us.
Yeah, go on, Lee.
Yeah, Doug's got it absolutely spot on. You get one substitution in terms of Bobby Firmino coming on, making a difference, and actually Jota as well. You mentioned they both got hoodoo signs against Arsenal, and we make defensive changes, didn't work. The changing point in the game, I mentioned as soon as I come on, that Xhaka incident that ignited the crowd, just like the other two said there. And it all ignited that crowd. You can't allow that Anfield crowd to get loud, because I think we were so good in that first opening period that they were stunned. I think we were stunned watching it, in all fairness. But at the end of it, I'm not happy with the draw. Don't get me wrong, but I probably would have taken it right at the end. Mr. B's here. Ran, you're still muted. There you go.
Hey, Mr. B, hello. Carry on, Lee. What were you going to say?
I was pretty much done, mate. I was pretty much done. You're good.
Right.
Mr. B.
What do you make of that?
Well, I don't support either team, but what a game of football. A hell of a match that was. But,
for the neutral.
I actually thought Arsenal would do Liverpool today. I thought they'd really whack them, really wallop them. But nothing of the sort, because, they couldn't hold on. 2-0 up, Arsenal. How could you not hold on? It's pathetic,
Yeah,
but,
it's actually embarrassing, I think, because so many people were willing us to fail and basically have been saying like Arsenal have been lucky so far, and this was really like the time to say like, no, we deserve to be where we are. It hasn't just been luck. This was the best chance to beat Liverpool for years and years, looking at their form and our form.
Definitely.
And it's now completely like fuel for other fans to say like, yeah, same old Arsenal, always bottling it and stuff like that. We must go on to win the league now. But guys, I'm actually probably going to wrap this up. Like, I'm just so deflated. I need to like just digest what happened. I know Mr. B's just come on, but I'm not in the mood to stream. Do you know what I mean? I'm so disappointed. So I just want to. I'm going to go and listen and hear what everyone else has got to say. First of all, just one comment more. And so next game is City. Next game is City, or is that for Chelsea? Leicester.
That's for Leicester.
City, Leicester, Arsenal, West Ham next for us. West Ham.
Oh right, okay.
Oh.
I mean, we should
That's
get.
not an easy place to go to either. The London Stadium, that is not an easy place to go to as well.
Anyway,
getting back to that match, I think Tierney should have started from the start, right from the beginning.
That's what Jez weren't you saying that?
Yeah, Zinchenko, and Tierney as well. Why not?
Yeah, Holding was not up to it, and Zinni was. What happened was, like, he obviously drifts into midfield, but when you've got Salah and those guys trying to exploit that gap, then we just get ripped open. But yeah, Jez did say that we should probably start Tierney.
Yeah, I heard him say it. I agree totally.
When we played Liverpool at the Emirates, we had Tommy Asu at left back, and he absolutely pocketed Salah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
So why would we not start the best left back that we've got?
Yeah.
In a game like this, and this is what seriously frustrates me about Arteta. He has done exceptionally well. I can't deny it. And I mean, you know me. I've never wanted the guy's manager, but he's done exceptionally well. And I've praised him, and I've given him great ratings. But I'm sorry, mate, you got that all wrong today, and you could have cost us the league today, because we had a 2-0 lead at Anfield.
Fuming.
That doesn't come cheap. And
when were we
away? Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's really disappointing. Yeah, so we've just got to pick ourselves back up and go again next time. But on that note, guys, big up your channels, and I'm going to go and just absorb what happened there. I couldn't even watch it. Like, my head was in my hands half the time. Renee says, bye, Fran, Doug, Jez, and Mr. B, of course. Take care of yourself and have a good day. You too. Happy Easter. So let's go round clockwise and big up your channels for the people watching now and the people watching on replay.
Yeah, it's the Dugout Football channel on YouTube. Really appreciate you asking me to come on, Fran. And I'm still going to say it. I still think Arsenal win the league. So I don't think this result is as disastrous as people think.
That's nice to hear from an opposition fan, I think, because you know us Arsenal fans, we're very, very doom and gloom. Okay, so did you mention your channel?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay, right. Jez, my friend.
Yeah, Fran, thanks for having me on. And by the way, I'll take you up on that poster thing. I'll get in contact with you, yes? Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
No problem. Thank you.
Arsenal history and more. It's all about Arsenal. My journey with Arsenal, games, history, match reactions, previews, all that nonsense. I'm going to do one at 10 o'clock tonight. Match reaction. It'll probably be quite wild tonight because I am very angry. I haven't been this angry on a match review for a very, very long time. So it'll be a bit noisy, a bit loud. Fran, thank you for having me on again, and big up to your channel.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that at 10 p.m. Let the clip off, no holding back. I want to hear it. Come on then, Lee from Gooner Gathering.
Hi, it's just what I want to say. Really lovely to be back with you on your channel, Fran. Thank you for putting me back on. Lovely speaking to everybody here again as well, by the way. So good to see you all. I'm Lee from Gooner Gathering. You can find me at Gooner Lee Meet on Twitter or at Gooner Gathering on Twitter. So yeah, find us there on our YouTube channel as well. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm sorry it was so late minute. And Mr. B, where can people find you?
Well, I'm on Instagram at the moment, Fran. Still no channel just yet. It won't be much longer, but it's coming. Don't worry, it's definitely coming.
I can't wait.
Yeah, Beast fan forever on Insta. Thanks for having me on briefly. I know it's been quick, but thanks, Doug, mate, and Jez and Lee. Thanks, guys.
Nice one, mate.
See you all again.
Thank you, guys.
Unfortunate about the result, but at the end of the day, it's a point, isn't it?
Yeah.
Arsenal was still in control. So.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me, Mr. B, and the rest of you guys, because I'm actually like a little bit speechless. I don't know what to say. Normally I won't shut up, but I'm just like that was such an emotional roller coaster. So yeah, guys, you can find me at Goal Art. So that's the name of my website, my Instagram, TikTok. So go and check out my website where I sell my art and things. And yeah, thank you for joining us for this.
Brilliant.
Yeah, thank you, Sir Nick, as well. Thank you for joining us, guys, and we will call it a day now. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Okay.